Yeah, right, everyone, welcome back. Good morning, all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's talk current events on YouTube. What's been happening? I was going to start with Video Craig, aka Hedgehog Man, and his vlog that he done last night, but I thought it'd be in poor taste. Like I said, I don't like gossips. I don't like to come on here and stick my nose in things that ain't my business. But after 40 minutes of absolute waffle, we finally got to the point, of clips that we didn't need to see, that we'd seen previously, but it was just Craig, once again, trying to prove the narrative that he's out having a good time. He's here, he's there, he's spending his YouTube shekels wisely. Anyway, right, Chrissy, yeah. So he's devastated it's ended. He was close to tears. He was like emotionally upset. Yet he'd been telling her for 6 months that he thought they should end it. That they've drifted apart. They need to go their own way. He wants to free her of the shackles. Not the shekels. Yet she broke up with him. She was so traumatised because she didn't want to break up, but she broke up with him even though he'd been telling her for 6 months that he wanted to break up. Makes sense? I think not. Anyway, once again, the old miser, Scrooge, aka Video Craig, paid off Chrissy's £5,000 debt, ladies and gentlemen, out of the goodness of his heart, from his YouTube earnings, might I say. even though he insists she's got such a well-paid job that she wouldn't jump on any old podcaster's channel for £50, £100 and spill the beans because she's so well-paid. Such a good job, but he paid off her £5,000 debt that she managed to tally up from God knows what. Also, he paid for her weight loss injections. He told us on multiple occasions, and he also told us they'd been sober for nearly 2 years, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I've got a badge to prove it. So what are you doing every night then? How come you look so off your chops, gurning and jaw fucking spinning all over the place, eyes fucking rolling around like a one-armed bandit? Jesus Christ, where do we find them? If you're sober, mate, I'm fucking Donald Duck. So it was the usual cringe fest from Craig, trying to, I don't know. He only done it because he's a narcissist. Let's be honest. He had to thank the three musketeers, the three saps, Paul Dumbo Venice. Oh, my mental health. Oh, I can help Craig because I've been there. I've been there with addictions and I've been there with recovery. Oh, you blocked. Even the family have put Paul in the other room. They've said, Dumbo, get in the other room and talk about your fucking mental health bollocks in the other room and shut up. You're doing our heads in. Do you know what I mean? So Venice has now been banished to another room where he can do his little arm flexing, as he's making, hello guys, we're going to talk about J-Max, some other stalker, another weirdo, another obsessed Video Craig lackey, and Rach. That they look, oh no, we're not Rach. Me and Rach have been friends for 12 years. We're just good friends. She's my best friend. Yes, you know what? Craig, you're fooling no one. You're friends with benefits, should we say, and not the other benefits that you're on, like Pip and with your little panic alarm and all that shit. I'm talking about you're playing find the sausage, aren't you, most nights? While you're off your chops with Rage. Oh no, I'm nearly 2 years sober. Yeah, sure you are, mate. Keep telling yourself that. Maybe you'll convince yourself. So, have you actually thought that Chrissy left you maybe because she found a younger guy? Maybe she found a better looking guy. Maybe a guy with a better body, more charisma, who was blessed downstairs. It was that big. Maybe she's fallen in love with a Londoner. Has that thought crossed your mind? She follows some YouTube channels. So it's obvious she's seen someone that's caught her eye, that she feels it out of reach, and you know, and she's dumped you because you're bloody playing with little bleeding plastic wrestling figures. Jesus Christ, it's probably her that has to turn on and off them arcade machines daily. Jesus Christ. Well, Craig's trying to convince us. No, look, I'm on the roller coaster, everyone. I'm having such a wonderful time. I'm at football. I'm not this week. I'm at the boxing. At Nando's this time. I'm not me and Rach. We're just good friends. Oh, mate. Yeah, the video was full of contradictions, full of cringe, full of white lies, full of spin, you know, but that's Craig. And, you know, he was so emotional at the end. I mean, I was in floods of tears. I had to phone JDP. We were both crying down the phone together, you know. I mean, bawling we was. Where do we find them? Jesus Christ. Oh, she's left me, but I've been trying to break up with her for 6 months. She's so well paid, but I had to pay her £5,000 debt. Oh, them weight loss injections. They cost me an arm and a leg, and some hips, and some thighs. Oh, mate. Where do we find them? And in the chat, I noticed someone was asking Bibby. Yes, boring Bibby. Kev's got a new channel, Kevin Turner 52, which I already broke the news some days ago. He said, no, that's not Kevin. All they're doing is uploading the TikTok videos on the channel, which I'd already guessed from the other day, but it is Kevin. It is Kevin. They might be the TikTok videos, but it's Kevin. You can tell from the replies. The person that owns the channel has been replying to some of the comments, and they're the same little emoji that Kevin used to reply to. The little face, the little, you know, patronising face. No, I'm not talking about Video Craig now, we've moved on. But yeah, it's definitely Kevin's channel. You know, mate, I don't know, I don't want to speculate, but told you. Alright, so there was other lives last night. There was Paddy Conroy, he was talking about the late Scotty G. What was happening on that? Not a lot. Not a lot, really. Just it started off about Scotty G, and then it became his own problems. Just like Video Craig, who managed to, you know, it was meant to be about him and Chrissy, but in the end, it just ended up becoming about him. You know, oh, poor me. Fucking hell. There's a lot of delusional Hedgehog fans in the chat, I noticed, and they call him the Hedge. Oh my God, that is up there on the cringe level when they start calling him, "Oi Hedge, what do you think of this Hedge?" And I think, oh mate, his name is Craig or Crap C, whatever one you want to refer to him as. But jeez, also saw Shadowboxer. He was live last night, and you know what? Say what you want about him, but he's spot on about that Mickey Miller. Mickey Miller is a freeloader. Shadow constantly paid for everything, you know. Mickey didn't ask or need for any, well, he did ask, but he didn't need for anything. Did you notice not once did Mickey put his hand in his pocket and actually pay for everything? You know, the sticky icky, Shadow got. The drinks, Shadow got. The food, Shadow got. The cooking, Shadow done. You know what I mean? The entertainment, Shadow done. While Mickey just moped around, complaining, and then more complaining, and Jesus Christ. How he put up with him, I'll never know. Yeah, it was just, you know, and I felt for him over his dog, you know? Felt for him over the dog, you know what I mean? Like he said, he wanted to grab the dog. He wanted to come on Paddy Conroy's channel and tell what happened with the vet and everything, and that he should have just grabbed the dog, you know, and brought the dog home. And you know what? People were saying, no, you know, the dog's not suffering anymore, you know, it's, you know, the right thing. But like he says, only he will know. He lives with the dog, not anyone else. It's easy for the vet, the nurse, you know, all the viewers to say, oh, you done this was the right thing, she's no longer suffering. But, you know what I mean? I don't know, mate. It's one of them, innit? It's like catch-22. Yeah, so apart from that, Video Craig fans drinking their Kool-Aid last night, listening to, how long was it? 50 minutes of absolute mumbo jumbo. And that sums up what's happened on YouTube over the last day or so. Yeah, big up everyone, big up all the real ones, big up Chris Murphy, King of the Roast, and big up Banter JDP. I will see you later on. God bless.